All right, babies, it's that time again. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Jesus is beautiful forever and ever. And I love Buddhists and Hindus. La, la, la. Oh, yeah, baby. You know what I like? I like it when people are honest and humble and show integrity and have something to share. You know, there's something in their life that's working for them. And so who are we to say, oh, that's wrong. That doesn't line up with what I believe, so they're wrong. It's just stupid, people. Let's not be stupid. Oh, yeah. Let's be smart. God gave us a brain. Let's use it. Let's see. He took all the animals and put them in a boat so he could destroy the world because he thought he made a mistake in making humanity because they were that bad. Oh, okay. Good one. Wow. Now, people might say, well, if you're going to make fun of that, then you got to make fun of the resurrection of Jesus. On the contrary, I don't want to get into it because I've been through it a zillion times and I'm just not in the mood for it. But we'll just say there's been too many people who've been absolutely transformed when they're at their lowest moment, where they have no strength to do anything but to call out to Jesus. And they are transformed from that moment for the rest of their lives and just never turn back. That's not a good sounding myth. You don't hear that happening for people who believe in Dionysus or Buddha or Krishna. You don't. But you hear it from Jesus. Why? Because he's the real thing, baby. And just to put a little cherry on top, we have the Shroud of Turin with a photographed image of a crucified man from around when crucifixions were happening at the turn of the century, 2,000 years ago, turn of the millennium. A cloth that was discovered hundreds of years before photography was invented. Okay, just come on, people. And they want to bicker over, some cloth that didn't pass the carbon testing. Please. So there's a problem with your testing. You have to answer how a photographic image of a crucified man is on this cloth before photography was invented. Okay, do I need to say any more? No. I just get so frustrated with it because it's like the smartest people, who some of them are, being, transformed and converted to faith because of it. But then so many people just want to dismiss it. Like mythicists. Ridiculous. How does somebody who never existed have this kind of an influence? To the point where martyrs will go to their death before they deny him. Come on, people. Just ridiculous. And the influence he had, come on. You can't compare that to Socrates or anyone. So we're just happy that we know the truth. We're just trying to figure out how can we get this message out to people so that they see that Jesus is for real. And I've been telling you what it is you just have to be empty like the Buddhists say. And you have to have your mind right, like the Hindus say. And you have to have a good foundation of the difference between good and evil, like the Zoroastrians say. And if you have doubt in your mind, you need to address that, like the agnostics say. And if you're looking for absolute evidence because you see nothing around you, then you should pursue that, like the atheists say. So what I'm saying is, in every regard of who you are and where you're at, you present that to the world for who you are. And you sincerely seek answers. God will one day give you the evidence you're looking for. He's not expecting you to go jumping off a cliff without any evidence. That's who we are. So when we're empty this way, and God enters us through His Spirit, then we become motivated to be someone beyond what we're normally capable of, which is really pretty pathetic. And in so doing, and for having and to see the consistency of that in your life. I mean, I've been doing this for 47 years. Ups and downs, but always coming back to finding joy, peace, growth, sustenance, foundational principles in Jesus Himself. Not in the way the Bible necessarily presents Him or the scriptures that preceded Him or some of those after Him, but He Himself, how He presents Himself now. And so you can say, well, how do we know how He presents Himself now? Just do what I just said. Be real to who you are with your doubts and your questions. Live your life as you best can, but be open to God coming to you and dwelling in you, answering the desires of your heart. And just watch Him transform you. And that will be your evidence, because you'll see yourself change. You'll be like, how did this happen? I've been an atheist all my life. Or I've been a doubter all my life. Now, I turn to Jesus and all of a sudden I'm full of peace. I have motivation. I'm delighted to know that God loves me. I can't wait to see how to express this to the world. Oh yeah, baby. That's where the truth lies. So it's in that evidence where we're observing growth. That's where you meet Jesus face to face, in a greater intimacy than even the disciples had when they walked with Him, because a lot of the times they had no clue what was going on. Why was it? They didn't, they weren't with Him when He was crucified. They didn't all check out the empty tomb. It was only a small percentage of them. And so it is today, really. That's why you have people like me and others who are outside of the traditional framework of Christianity, who are teaching these things and are happy and alive and fulfilled, because we're not listening to the foolishness of a genocidal, murderous, vengeful, homophobic, misogynistic supporter of slavery and rape God that was created to be seen as bigger and meaner than the pagan gods when the Jews were occupied and were doing their damnedest to create a God and an identity that would last. So have these fantastical stories, some of which are motivated by true faith and growth, but not many of them. You look at those books that were pieced together, there's not a lot there that really resonates with growth, love, service to others at all costs. That's where the rubber meets the road, baby. And that's why Jesus said, oh, you want to follow me? Count the cost, baby. Count the cost. But if you do, oh yeah, I will shower you with your heart's desire.